one spot in the tournament final has been earned, and the second spot is to be decided in the next 50 minutes of hockey, or maybe more, like in the first game. Good afternoon, everybody. Sean Parker along with O'Connell, head coach Flip Collins at Flip. Man, we had an exciting first game. I don't know if I can take any more drama.
I love it. I love it. I'm a hockey guy. Always will be a hockey guy. This is elimination day, and we saw a great game in the first game was unbelievable, and I'm expecting the same thing here.
It was St. Joseph's Prep winning 7-6 in a shootout against the two-time defending champions, the Hun School. They knocked the Hun School out of the tournament. St. Joe's moves on to this afternoon's final, approximately 5 o'clock, maybe a little bit thereafter. But right now, the other spot in that final is up for grabs between Loyola Montreal and the home team, the Gonzaga Purple Eagles. What are we looking at in today's game?
Well, we've got Loyola from Montreal. Keys to their game. They play an up-tempo style of hockey. They like to get up and down the ice, similar to what we saw with St. Joe's Prep. They're also they emphasize short shifts. So we had talked in the previous game about shift and time, ice time management. You're going to see that here. They're going 45 to 55 seconds a shift, and then they're getting off. And then the other one is they're all in. He plays all 4 lines. They bust 13 hours down here from Montreal, so he's going to play everybody. The key to the key player to watch for them is number 15, Massimo Greco, who has 1 goal and 4 assists for 5 points in 3 games already.
All right, and for Gonzaga, what are their keys to win? Yeah,
Gonzaga is all about skill. They've got a real high-end first line and some players that we're going to talk about, so watch their skill. The other important area is their defensive unit puck movement. How good are they moving the puck between each other, and are they getting the puck up to their wings and centers efficiently and on tape to tape? And then the third area is goaltending. They probably have the best 1-2 goalie tandem in the whole D.C. area between a junior and a sophomore. So they rely heavily on solid goaltending. Usually they don't give up too many goals. And the player to watch for them is number 22, Connor Tate. He's one of the top players in the area. He has 3 goals and 5 assists for 8 points in 3 games. So just like in the last game, those key players we talked about, these 2 key players, I'm sure we're going to be talking about them quite a bit.
Gonzaga looking to make their 5th appearance in the championship in the last 6 years. They're looking to get back into the winner's circle. We're going to take a very brief break and come back for the puck drop and get this action underway. Game 2 of the last day of the 2016 Purple Puck Tournament right here on DMVSTREAM.COM.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to an all-new season of Top Plays here at AllMetSports.com and WashingtonPost.com. I'm BJ Kubarulis. All right, like the previous 3 seasons, we're continuing our exciting interactive high school basketball show, a show that allows you, parents, coaches, players, and fans, to send in your video submissions for ranking in our Top 10 style weekly show. Each week, we'll reveal the latest highlights, dunks, sweet assists, and bizarre happenings from across the region. All you gotta do is tweet me the link. I'm at BJ Koob, and remember, you gotta hashtag it AllMets. You can send in your Huddle, YouTube, Vimeo, really any video link, and we'll consider it for use in the upcoming episode of Top Plays. Remember to tune in every Monday to see if your video made it at AllMetSports.com. We'll see you soon.
Here at the
All right, we are just about underway. You know, it really, really, truly feels like a hockey game. During the break, they did the introduction over the PA, and he did it in English and French. I'm pumped now.
Yeah, I'm going to have to give a little shout-out to Jared Ronsky for doing that. He's one of the better PA guys.
I love Jared's great.
And he breaks out his French for these games.
All right, so the starting goalkeepers have been announced for today's game. For Gonzaga, between the pipes, Jalen Green played in all 10 games, 187 minutes, 3-1 with a 1.64 goals against average, .913 save percentage. For Montreal, Christopher Correa in goal. Montreal in the all burgundy. Gonzaga in the white sweaters with the purple pants. We are underway from Fort DuPont. Gonzaga, the home team in this game, and this is also their regular home ice. So they are definitely comfortable playing in this building.
So you've got the tale of two teams here, two different programs where Gonzaga, a lot of kids, when they play for the high school, they also play for travel. For Loyola, they all play high school, and they only play high school. Here's Connor Tate.
Tate! First shot on goal. First goal of the game.
You can't let him in alone. When he does, he's going to make you pay for it.
So Connor Tate opening the scoring within the first minute of the game. 24-20 left here in the first half, and it's 1-0 Gonzaga.
You can't let him get started. When he gets started, Gonzaga is just going to jump on board and go for the ride with him.
Connor Tate in the regular season, 6 goals, 14 assists, 20 points, 20 shots on goal, +6 in the plus-minus column. So he is definitely one that is on the ice when the goals are scored.
Absolutely.
So we have a stoppage in play. We're going to have a face-off just to the right of Jalen Green. That shot at the point by David Ferraro blocked down. Montreal trying to clear the zone. They can't. That is Cardilchio. A little shot on the blocker pads of Correa, knocked away. Still in the Gonzaga offensive zone. Montreal still having trouble clearing. That puck is dumped in by John Cardilchio, the senior defenseman. And I'm willing to bet now that I look at that name that it's Cardilecchio. And I'm going to go with Cardilecchio for the rest of the game.
There you go.
Shot sent across the crease, not touched by anyone. Gonzaga trying to keep it in the offensive end, but Montreal headed back the other way. It was number 93, Matthew Vega Bellini, sending it down the ice. Behind the Gonzaga net. Out to the point. Jonas Smith whiffing on that one. In the center ice zone. Montreal trying to dump it back in. And it's headed toward Christopher Correa. He leaves it for his defenseman. Back up the ice. Vega Bellini. Dumped back into the Montreal end. 22-25 left to go here in the first half. A quick goal by Connor Tate and the home team. Gonzaga up 1-0.
All the kids at Loyola have to play 3 sports. I was talking to the coach beforehand. So a lot of the kids here play football or soccer, and they play hockey, and most of the team plays on the rugby team.
Now, I would assume that they are playing Canadian football.
You know, I didn't ask.
For those of you not familiar with the Canadian game, there are a couple of differences. And a nice check right there of number 2, Matthew Massaro, putting the Montreal player on the deck. The Canadian football game, of course, with the 55-yard line, 3 downs instead of 4, 20-yard end zones. I tell you, it's a wide-open game. And don't forget about the 1-point rouge. Might have watched a couple of Canadian games
like
in my
have.
time. Edmonton Eskimos were my favorite team. Back comes Montreal. Wrist shot. Knocked away. We've got a stoppage. 21-14 left.
A couple other things about Loyola. The school is about a little over 700 boys. It's an all-boys school. It's a Jesuit school. Their grades are 7 to 11, and most of the kids on this team are in 10th and 11th grade. They have a few 9th graders that they called up to make this trip.
All right, so we are in the Montreal offensive zone. They are down 1-0, a quick Connor Tate goal in the first minute of the game. Attempted shot on goal by number 91, Henry Molson. That's about the most Canadian name that you could possibly have. Molson.
Probably wonder if we're the Molson family.
I was wondering that. Puck up into the net, and we have a stoppage. We are going to have a face-off.
So it looks like Loyola's one of the teams that likes to cycle the puck down low. So you'll see two guys in the corner working a little two-man game against one person from Gonzaga.
Montreal with control. Once again, Loyola in the all burgundy sweater, burgundy pants. Gonzaga with the white sweaters, purple trim, and the purple pants. Hence the name, the Purple Eagles. We have another stoppage in play. 20-17 remaining. Gonzaga with a 1-goal lead.
Yeah, other than the goal by Connor Tate, it looks like Loyola's been, handling the play themselves and working the puck down low, trying to get some pucks out to the point and get some shots.
Number 7, Matthew Bruce, facing off against number 22, Connor Tate. Montreal controls. At the point, that was Charles Argento. Had the puck sticked away. Back comes Gonzaga, the other side. Tommy Kristinich behind the net. That puck knocked away from him. Back up ice, Montreal loses it in the center zone. Gonzaga behind their own net. Scramble for the puck in the corner. Back over to the corner. Gonzaga coming up ice. Montreal with possession. Number 24, David Ferraro, poking it into the zone. And we have an icing call and a face-off. 19:26 left to go. We are at the Fort DuPont Ice Arena in Southeast Washington, D.C. We can look out the windows directly in front of us and see the Washington Nationals Youth Baseball Academy, a wonderful facility. We are right next door to that facility here in Southeast Washington, D.C., and we are so glad to be here to bring you the action today.
Makes me wonder when is spring training?
Well, pitchers and catchers report in February, so it's right around the corner. It feels like just yesterday the Cubs won the World Series. Gonzaga with the puck in their offensive end. Scramble for the puck, loses it. Nicholas Chevrier coming up the ice. Vega Bellini with a shot right into the pads of Jalen Green. Net comes off the moorings. We've got a stoppage at 18:52.
It's an interesting line they had out there for Loyola. They're fairly undersized, but very skilled. And when it came down, again, another left-handed shot player coming down the right-hand side and trying to use the defenseman for a screen.
Folks, if you want to purchase a copy of this broadcast, and you have not heard me say this before, you can download it directly to your computer for only $9.99. Find out more information at DMVSTREAM.com/download. And Flip, you're probably going to hear that in your sleep tonight.
Oh, hopefully my wife buys one.
We're back to action here behind the Gonzaga goal. There's a scramble for the puck. It's controlled by Gonzaga. Cardelicchio gets it to Connor O'Leary. Still in the defensive zone, trying to clear it. O'Leary behind the net. He was being chased. Montreal gets it at the point, dumps it back in. Battle for it down in the corner. A couple of Loyola players, a couple of Gonzaga players looking to dig it out. Shot at the point by Jonah Smith, knocked away. Montreal still retains possession. Loyola Montreal. Smith, another one wide of the net. That was off to the goalie's left. We've got another stoppage.
And we have another well-coached, disciplined team here that we're seeing with Loyola. That third man high is so important on a forechecker when you're working the puck down low, because then when Gonzaga goes to break the puck out, that third, either the defenseman can crash down and the third man high supports his defenseman, or the third man high just goes directly at the puck carrier and looks for a turnover.
Face-off between Molson and Tate, controlled by Loyola. Number 27, John Buntin. I'm going to try that again. Batunis. John Batunis had it, number 27. My apologies to the Batunis family if you are listening to this. In the middle, a shot. Wasn't a very hard shot there in the middle. That was by Justin Humane.
Got a penalty coming up on number 22, Connor Tate.
Delayed penalty, 17:07, the clock stops. There's the penalty music.
Looks like he got his stick caught in tight, and once, like I said before, once you get that stick horizontal, the refs are looking to see if you're moving your feet, and if you're yanking on it, they're going to give you the gate for hooking.
So Montreal will have the power play for the next 2 minutes, barring a penalty of their own. Puck headed toward Correa. Back up the ice, Matthew Bruce. Puck corralled by number 66. And I don't have a 66 in front of me, but I will get a name for you just as soon as I can. Correa behind his net. He's going to leave it for Bruce. Up the ice, Jeremy Acabelli. Dumped back into the Montreal zone.
66 is Owen Lawton.
Thank you very much, Owen Lawton.
See if Loyola can set up the power play, which they haven't been able to set it up. Still a minute left in the power play.
Down in the corner. Scramble for the loose puck. Popped up into the air. Knocked down by Bruce. There's a whistle. Looks like we're going to get a high sticking call.
High sticking and the face-off per USA hockey rules will come all the way down to the other end of the ice, into their defensive zone.
15:53 left to go here in the first half, and it seems like it's a pretty decently moving first half. It feels like it's been pretty quick.
Yeah, I think both teams are still trying to feel each other out, see what they have, see how many lines they're playing, if they're trying to match lines or what see what the strategies are going to be.
47 seconds left in the high sticking penalty. Face-off controlled by Montreal. Vega Bellini. Over on the right side to Chevrier. Chevrier behind the net. He circles around at the top of the point. Ferraro back to Chevrier. Back to Ferraro. Over on the right side. That was Vega Bellini. That shot knocked down. Back toward the Montreal end. Ferraro circles around, and he will bring it back up into the center zone, number 10. Andrea Tutino could not control it, but Montreal still has possession. Ferraro lost it at the point, back to center ice. Back around, Gonzaga now has control of the puck, but a turnover, a near turnover in their end. They've got it. Here comes Connor Tate. Wrist shot into the chest of Correa. He knocks it down. There's another shot at Correa. He's able to knock it down to the ice, smother it, and we have got a face-off.
That was on that power play, Loyola, again, they're just running lines. So they sent out two lines, and both their neither of the top players were on the ice during that power play at all. Now they're coming out, the top two players for Loyola. This looks like their first line coming out right now.